Eva Adeline Capron, your mom told me so much about you before I have ever even met you. I remember the night I asked your mom to be my girlfriend. She said she wanted me to meet you. I was definitely excited because that was a really big deal for your mom, and for me too, because I hoped that you would like me. I remember it like yesterday. I showed up for dinner with some flowers and hoped it would break the ice. You started off kind of shy, but by the time we were done with dinner, you were running around full of energy, trying to throw hands. There are no words to describe how much joy that you bring to my life. From our weekends fishing, golfing, ranger riding, to shooting crackheads with your BB gun and asking people if they want to catch some hands or a knuckle sandwich. You are so smart and so talented. I am the luckiest guy in the world to call you my daughter. I know that I haven't been there for all of your days, but I promise that I will be there for the rest of mine. I promise that I will always be there to support you and help you with anything you need in life. I promise I will always be there every day that you need me, and even the ones that you don't. I promise to make sure that you're always safe and taken care of. There is nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for you, and I hope that anytime you have any questions or need help with something or just want to talk, that you know I'm there. You are the best daughter I could ever hope for. I love you. Jessica Caitlin Capron. So there I was, sitting at the Rhodes gas station waiting to meet you for the first time. You never met me or my friends, but you agreed to come with me to a Friendsgiving party. I couldn't help but think, why would this absolutely beautiful woman want to go on a date with my goofy ass? You showed up and did not disappoint. You were in fact the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. There was not one thing about you that wasn't perfect, except for that box of terrible pink sugar cookies, but we won't talk about that. On a serious note, I can tell you that you are by far the best thing that's ever happened to me in life. I've never met someone so laid back, with the same temperament as me. I've never laughed as much or been as happy as I am with you. I'll never forget the first time I took you to Kay's just to look. I told the lady that I met you giving dances at the Coyote, and that I knew you were the one, so I brought you to pick out a ring. Without missing a beat, you went right along with it. I never met someone I could just completely be myself with until I met you. I've never been so loved in my life until I met you. Every day with you, I constantly think to myself, what can I do to be a better man? Because you deserve the absolute best. I want to be a better man every day because of you. I'll never forget the day I asked you to marry me. We were driving around checking out different wineries and places to maybe get married one day. Little did you know I had a ring in my pocket. We got to the bluffs in Alto. You were looking out at the cross, and I showed a blue raspberry ring pop in your pocket. As you were telling me to get that damn Walmart receipt out of your pocket, I was on one knee behind you. After you figured it out, you turned around, and that's when I saw the most beautiful ugly cry I've ever seen. You said yes, and again made me the happiest I've ever been. You will always be the chicken tacos to my blueberry pancakes. I know I've told you 100 times, but if I could give you one thing in life, it would be the ability to see yourself through my eyes, so you can know just how perfect you are. I truly hope that I can make you half as happy every day as you make me. I promise I will always be by your side and do everything in my power to always make you happy. I promise to love you for the rest of my life. I promise to, no matter what, make sure ends are met and you're provided for, even though I know you're an independent white woman that don't need no man. I love you, Jessica, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Roland Eugene Bridges, I have prayed for you long before we ever met. Every single day I prayed, and more so when I brought a beautiful baby girl into this world alone. I swore I would never allow a man into my life that couldn't handle being not only a committed, loving husband, but also a father as well. And then I met you. Every single thing I had ever prayed for, I started seeing in you. I remember the night I decided I wanted Eva to meet you, which scared the life out of me. We sat up at Bald Knob Cross talking for hours, and I started to cry because right there in that moment, I knew I loved you. I knew that every broken road I had walked took me straight into your arms. You and I met in a time where I wasn't certain of a lot of things. Other than Eva, my life had little other substance, and it was a frightening time for me. I was still in a chapter of grief, and I worried that you would see how broken I was from 2019, not even knowing that 2020 was like, hold my beer, and you might turn around and run. But you're still here, and I can't thank you enough for being my biggest supporter in healing myself, pushing me towards growth, and allowing me to fully be who I truly am without judgment or repercussion. I have never felt more true to me than when I am with you. I remember when I asked you if we could elope, and you hesitated before saying yes because in reality, you knew women have dreamed of their wedding day since they were little girls. You were worried I wasn't going to get what I dreamed of, and that I was going to short myself the experience so many women planned for years. Of course I dreamed of a wedding, but my dream was fulfilled the day I met you. My dream consisted of a kind and loving man, willing to commit to loving not only me, but my daughter as well, for the rest of our lives. My love for you is deeper than a fancy wedding. My love for you is just that, you and me. I have nothing to prove except my loyalty and love for you for the rest of our lives. Here in this moment, knowing that starting today I am officially your wife means more to me than any fancy wedding. The sincerity and intimacy of having just us here together as a family is a huge symbol of my love for you and our future together. Down the road, when the dust settles and the new wears off, our marriage will be defined by our moments together as a family, as one. My promises to you are separate than my vows to you, but still hold as much depth as my vows. So my promises to you are this. I promise that there will probably be more chickens in our future, and maybe one more guinea pig. I promise to always pull your finger anytime, any place. I promise to listen to your advice and occasionally take it. I promise to never take your sleep bad-mouthing to heart. I also promise to always give it back to you and to continue to tell you about it the next day. Lastly, I promise to share the covers, make solid attempts at actually picking a place to eat at, make sure there is toilet paper stocked up, share the hot water, and to do as many dishes as I can stomach after you've grilled out, as long as we both shall live, so help me God. My vows to you are this. I vow to always hold your hand through the good times and the bad. I vow to remain loyal to love you and only you for as long as we both shall live. I vow to cherish and respect you, to comfort and encourage you, and to stay with you for all eternity. I vow to be the best I can be for you and for our family. Above all things, I vow to love you. This is my sacred vow to you, my equal in all things. Always the chicken tacos to your blueberry pancakes.